Hello world, welcome to SourceFed. I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Lee Newton.
Despite extended and wagging forefingers and some don't you dares from the mouths of China and Russia, U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel told the BBC that American forces are primed and ready to attack Syria if President Obama does in fact order a strike.
This is all in response to the Syrian government's alleged use of chemical weapons on their own people.
Which, in the realm of killing your own people, is the agreed upon line you don't cross when killing your own people, apparently.
The Syrian government adamantly denies the accusations, but U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry suggests that there is undeniable proof. He further said, "What we saw in Syria last week should shock the conscience of the world. It defies any code of morality. Make no mistake, President Obama believes that there must be accountability for those who would use the world's most heinous weapons against the world's most vulnerable people."
Now, if all the world is a stage, this is a very tense act. Russia and China backed the Syrian regime, stating there is no glaring evidence of the use of chemical weapons. US and Britain are stuck between this weird place of action and big talk. Should they police the world? And the UN is trying to formulate a way to respond without things getting too messy. Too late! And the Syrian people are caught right in the middle. Some clamor for intervention while others are crying for the West to stay the frick out.
And don't for one second think that the Syrian government is gonna just push over. Syrian Foreign Minister Walid Moallem said, "Syria is not easy to swallow. We have the materials to defend ourselves and we will surprise others."
Okay, well, I hope those materials are not of a chemical nature, because that's kinda what this whole thing is about, you guys.
So the world is still waiting on official confirmation from the inspectors at Damascus, but their job has been hampered by the Syrian government as well as sniper attacks and reports that shells are still falling in the area where the alleged chemical attacks took place. And that's why inspectors are delaying inspections that were supposed to happen today.
John Kerry states that this is the Syrian government trying to systematically destroy evidence before UN inspectors enter into the area. Syria's like, the US is like, and then Russia and China are like, no, it is all a mess.
What we do know right now is that the Syrian people are hurting and scared. The Pentagon has positioned 4 warships in the region with missiles ready to strike. Britain moved air fighters within striking distance, and the world is on the edge of its seat, waiting to see who makes the next move.
And it's scary because the common denominator here is human life. So, where do you guys stand with the Syrian conflict? Should the US, Britain, or the UN intervene? If not, at what point do you think outside influences need to act in Syria? Let us know in the comments down below.
And of course, click like, subscribe, click the annotation, or head on over to SourceFed.com. I'm Lee Newton.
I'm Joe Beretta.